Coach, UConn heavily favored tonight. How does San Diego State pull off that upset?
They got to make it a rock fight. They got to make it a half-court game. They got to make it a possession game. They've got to create offense out of their defense by turning UConn over so they can play ahead of the UConn defense, get easy buckets. And they got to get to the offensive glass. If the game's in the 60s, San Diego State has a shot. If the game's in the 70s, 75, UConn's going to win going away. I mean, that's just what in the NCAA tournament. Now, Miss Molly, I got one concern.
Okay.
40 years ago, survive and advance, Jimmy V. Think about how they won that national championship. Close win after close win. And then obviously Derek Wittenberg's quote-unquote pass, which was a shot, and Lorenzo Charles putting it in. So San Diego State's found a way to finish games. UConn has not been pushed in the NCAA tournament. Each game's a separate entity, but I do have a little bit of a worry. I mean, is that like kind of a little bit of omen?
When
40
was
years
that?
ago,
When
NC
was that?
State.
40 years ago?
40 years ago, yeah, 40 years.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah. That was before
well
my
before you were
lifetime.
born.
Yeah, so I'm cool on that. Thanks, though, Coach. I appreciate the history lesson, but that didn't occur in my lifetime.
Can I say this real quick? Because obviously, and as I've openly confessed, I haven't had an opportunity to watch but so much college basketball this season. I certainly have been watching some of the NCAA tournament. What I say this about San Diego State, in all seriousness, this is the one thing. UConn is clearly the better team. We could talk about favorites and all of that stuff and how that hasn't boded well for guys in national championship games, even though UConn is 4-0 in national championship games, if I remember correctly. Here's the deal that I would say, Coach. San Diego State is led by seniors. And when you have seniors that get this far, usually, particularly when you're the underdog and you're an experienced bunch, the one thing we don't have to worry about them doing is knowing how to play together. They're not the type of team, even though obviously they've had some thrillers or what have you. I could see them rising to the occasion and UConn having to beat them instead of them beating themselves. Because usually when you have senior leadership, that bodes well for you. I think that's their only chance, though, Coach.
Look, Stephen, here's the thing. You have to go and win a championship. I mean, and everyone talks about, is it Connecticut's championship to lose? No, it's not Connecticut's championship to lose. It's theirs to go out and win. You've got to get it done between the lines. Look, this Connecticut team is as complete a team as I've seen in a long time. They can beat you in a half court. They can beat you in transition. They can beat you at the rim in post-ups with Sonogo. They can beat you from the three-point line. Andre Jackson's flying around, getting deflections, getting out in transition. Defensively, they protect the rim. They're hard to get in the lane on, and they run you off the three-point line. They're as complete a team as I've seen in a long time, and they are as relaxed a team as I've seen. I went and watched them practice yesterday. They are locked in and focused, but relaxed. And you got to find that balance because, let's face it, it's the last 40 minutes or 45 minutes, whatever it is. You got to understand what's at stake, but you've also got to stay in the moment. And I look at this team as a team that is very relaxed on this stage. One other side note, 2 head coaches, both coming from coaching trees. Obviously, we know Bob Hurley in the Hall of Fame, Danny's dad, and obviously Brian Dutcher's dad was the head coach at Minnesota. So it's really interesting. 2 sons of coaches coaching in a championship game.
That's
San
interesting.
Diego State used 7 seniors against FAU. 7.
Real quick, Coach, because we got to roll. Who are you picking?
I got the Con. To me, they're the most complete team. I think there's no way, to me, they will impose their identity on the game.
Yeah. Way to be on the right side of history.
So do I. They rebound. They'll rebound the basketball.
I don't want to get on your wrong side, Molly.
Yeah, they'll rebound just like you, Stephen A. After losing another one. Coach, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Enjoy the game.